Tonight, the center of power trembles, a moment that shakes a nation. A head of state intervening when none expected, the crown rising, the government stumbling. In London's corridors of power, the unthinkable happened. This is the story of how King Charles III jolted the establishment, forced Keir Starmer's government into retreat live on the world stage. Welcome to the turmoil of Parliament. Let's lay the foundation. The UK is a constitutional monarchy. The king reigns, but he does not rule. His powers are bound by convention, his voice symbolic. Yet behind the velvet throne lies ancient prerogative, rarely seen, frequently dormant. This is the backdrop: the Crown, the Commons, the Lords, all balancing on slender norms, until tonight. Starmer enters the scene as Prime Minister, standing firm behind his agenda. Yet his government is tested, economically, socially, politically. The stage is set for confrontation. Now the moment arrives. At the heart of Westminster, King Charles appears to take action. Eyes widen across the nation. The unexpected becomes reality. The monarch moves not just as figurehead, but as actor. Why? Because behind the scenes, the networks of influence crack. There are whispers of dissatisfaction within the crown, within Parliament, within an electorate hungry for stability and purpose. The king senses the moment. He steps in. In one dramatic move, the king summons Starmer for a royal audience. The message is clear. The king opens the door to the Privy Council. He signals, "I am watching. I will not be passive." The ripple reaches Parliament. Opposition MPs roar. Backbenchers shudder. The government office trembles. Suddenly, the centuries-old line between ceremonial and political blurs. Let's examine the tools at his disposal. The king has the right to appoint and dismiss prime ministers. He formally opens and dissolves parliament. He gives royal assent to bills. So while the everyday king acts on advice, in times of crisis, those reserve powers can awaken. In this instance, the king uses symbolism and subtle pressure. A royal speech, a private meeting leaked to the press. The effect? Parliament is in turmoil. Ministers whisper behind closed doors. Starmer's office scrambles. The nation watches. The tide shifts. The king's voice echoes. Power isn't just held by those elected. It flows through institution, through legacy, through the crown. The crisis erupts. Headlines blare. King Charles shocks Starmer live. The camera pans. The Commons rises in uproar. Starmer stands, jaw tight, eyes fixed. The king sits, calm, assured. Two centers of leadership collide. Behind the scenes, a motion of no confidence, a leak that implicates senior ministers, a scandal threatening to fracture the coalition. Whatever the trigger, it feeds the moment. And the king is already ahead. As Starmer steps into the chamber, the king's presence is felt. The buzz of speculation. Will the king refuse assent? Will he force dissolution? Will he throw his support behind the opposition? These questions haunt the halls. But here's the twist. The king does not act with reckless abandon. He moves within the Constitution, but pushes its boundaries. A nod, a phrase, a glance. The government recoils anyway. The aftermath: Parliament in emergency session, ministers resign, Starmer addresses the nation. We stand firm, but we will listen. the king releases a statement. I remain committed to duty, service, and stability. The citizen watches, unsettled. What is the monarchy now? A guardian of power? A subtle hand of oversight? The narrative shifts, and one night, the old system demonstrates its enduring weight. For the channel of change watchers, the lesson is clear. Those who think power resides only in ballads miss the deeper currents. Influence can reside in tradition, in unseen authority, and the quiet seat behind the throne. So, what does this mean for you, for us, for Britain? It means the story isn't over. It means that when systems wobble, figures like the king may act, not bluster, but decisively. It means the government knows stability is fragile, legitimacy is earned, and the monarchy still holds leverage. This isn't just a royal drama, it's a call to awareness. When the wheels of power turn, when the old even moves, the future is at stake. Watch closely, because tonight, King Charles shocked Starmer. But tomorrow, you may witness the ripple of that shock across an entire political landscape. Thank you for watching. If you found this video illuminating, make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon for our next breaking episode. Because in this era of upheaval, the story never stops.